Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Muhammad Ashraf bin Abu Qasim. Okay, today I want to show about the assignment about this project, non-destructive testing on product and analysis of defect. In my group, we have Ahmad Munawi Hamdi and Muhammad Hafiz. Alright, for introduction, we choose the house fans because the testing material is the house fan because it's used material mild steel. Mild steel is many type of defect that occur on the outer surface. Okay, as we can see, the location of the test is the surface of the fence, the metal on the outside, on the weld side, right? As we can see in the picture, the house fan is very have the corrosive and the fatigue and the hairline crack. The crack has many type of crack, such as we have the hairline crack and the fatigue crack. All right, next, why do we choose dye penetrant testing for the material to detect a defect? Because this is the process that the simplest way and the efficient way to get the accurate result. Furthermore, this method can detect fatigue crack, surface porosity crack, and the hairline surface. We make the observation before we proceed the method. There's a lot of type of cracking. By using this method, we can know the surface is no longer because the temperature and the UV sunlight is very exposed because the fan is outside the house. We suggest this is the efficient way to detect the defect on the fence part. So dye penetrant testing is the what we call the fastest way to get the result instead of we using the other method. All right, that's all for me.
Okay, my name is Ahmad Munawi. I want to tell about our apparatus and equipment for the dye penetrant testing. Okay, for the first material is specimen itself. For our specimen, we choose a house fan on our rent house. And the second one is a vernier caliper. Vernier caliper is used to measure the depth of the flaw and defect on the specimen. And the next one is glove. Glove was used to protect our bare hands from any chemical. And the next one is dry clothes. Dry cloth was used to remove and clean the specimen from the removal or the penetrant. And the next one, and then the most important thing in the dye penetrant testing is remover, penetrant, and the developer. Okay, as you can see, the remover was used to remove any dirt or excess penetrant on the specimen. For the penetrant, used to allow the defects to be seen. And lastly is the developer. Developer was used to help to draw the penetrant out of flaw so that have visible indication. Okay, so we proceed to our methodology. Okay, for the first process on the dye penetrant testing is we apply dust cleaner or the remover on the surface. Such as you can see, they mainly wiping the part with a rag moistened with the remover. That the surface needs to be clean, free of dirt, rust, scale, paint, oil, and grease, and be smooth enough to wipe off the penetrant without leaving residue. Okay, for the second process, we spray penetrant and we take time 5 into 30 minutes until it dries off. Okay, for the third one, after we apply the penetrant, all the penetrant on the specimen should be removed with clean, dry, lint-free rags until truly clean. The part or material should be rubbed vigorously until the penetrant is not visible on the dry rags. Next, remover should be sprayed on another clean, dry, leaf-free rag and used to vigorously rub the part again until there is no penetrant visible on the rag. Okay. For the lastly process is we apply the developer on the surface and wait 10 minutes until indicator arise. For a the developer is function to examine the part within the time frame designed in the written procedure. Length of an indication can grow over time as penetrant bleeds out, causing an acceptable indication to be rejectable defect. The length of indication is measured for evaluation, not length of the floor. Here, for the result, as you can see, and in the discussion and conclusion for our testing.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiz. So I will continue about next slide, which is discussion. So after we implement our method that we selected, so we found for type of defect is airline cracking, surface porosity, and fetish. For fetish, is when the surface of material begin to crack or fracture. And for porosity, because the gas porosity occur in the molten metal that can hold a large amount of dissolved gas, unlike the solid form. So for point number 2, cause of defect is UV sunlight, temperature, and rust. The potential defect on specimen that we can get is can cause the part to weaken. So the conclusion that we conclude is number 1, suitable for part which complex shape. So student be able to acknowledge this method or type of NDT can very valuable tool during leaks inspection. So number 2, very portable, can bring anywhere. It has a limited training are required for operator, although the experience available. Lastly is low cost. Okay, that's all from us. Hope you understand and thank you for great listening.